Our next guest just penned an op-ed for the Jerusalem Post titled, "With Iran, Israel will need to know when to stop." Here with us now live from Tel Aviv is Dan Perry, former AP chief editor for Europe, Africa, and the Middle East. Thank you so much for joining us. I was watching you as our guest when everything was going down the other night. You always have such great perspective. And you were just talking about this, right? So what impact are we talking about with these back and forths of these attacks that are going on as we go into the G7 summit, trying to get to some kind of a peace deal here that's off the table right now?
It is quite amazing to behold. Israel made a point, without a doubt. They're flying over the skies of Tehran and all of Iran with impunity. They've degraded a whole bunch of sites. They've assassinated quite a few very senior military figures and heads of the nuclear program, scientists and so forth. It may be a case of diminishing returns, however. I wouldn't advise triumphalism. The UN nuclear agency that would know has said today that they don't observe a spike in radiation at Natanz or Isfahan, the two major sites that Israel attacked, because probably the enriched uranium is way, way underground, and Israel cannot reach it without the type of bunker busting capabilities that only the U.S. has. So one scenario shows Israel managing to get the U.S. to become involved, take advantage of what looks like a considerable success, and maybe finish the job. Trump appears to be reluctant to do that. So this may be a case where perhaps the wise thing to take the win, basically, and let diplomacy take its course.
Thank you so much for your perspective. Former AP chief editor Dan Perry, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll be right back.